smells like SpaghettiOs. Honestly, it doesn't look very pretty, but per my research, they were basing this dish off a traditional Lithuanian staple called kotletai, which brings us to our control. For each MRE, I'll be making a homemade version of the main dish, in this case some beautiful Lithuanian meatballs, to find out how military food from around the world actually compares to the real deal. It is time for military food number 1, Lithuania. Welcome, Chef Rush.
Thank you. Enough talking. I need some protein.
We'll start with the control and then move our way over to the actual MRE. These right here are some authentic Lithuanian meatballs called kotletai. Do you think I pronounced that right? Typically they're served with sour cream. We'll give it a little dip.
I'm okay with that.
A little salty.
A lot of salt.
If our MRE tastes anything like that, then we're in for a treat. All right, Chef Rush, this is my very first time eating an MRE, and I'm a little bit scared.
You should be. I've actually helped develop MREs independently.
So you are a true expert on the matter.
I am.
Before we go in on the mush, why don't we each choose some snacks? I mean, I love beef jerky.
Nope. That's mine. Beef steak.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with you on that. I'll take the peanuts. It's weirdly spicy, and it definitely has an off flavor.
What is that?
I don't know, something ain't right.
Oh.
I'm very interested in hearing about that beef steak. It
Ah.
kind of looks like ground meat that's been stamped out into a bar. House. Very dense.
Not very flavorful.
Has a decent peppery and smokiness to it, but the texture just ain't right.
Bubblegum.
Oh, what do you got there?
It's a cola bottle. I'm assuming it's going to be like a gummy. Oh, as soon as I bit into it, it just exploded.
That is phenomenal. Oh my god. They should sell this as a regular candy.
They should.
Biscuits are kind of in rough shape. Let's see how they taste.
It reminds me of a dog treat. Might need some milk and water to wash it out.
Well, speaking of drinks, you got this. Why don't you go for a little taste?
What is it? What is that?
Bad? It's like watered down Gatorade. It's time to try what really matters, our main dish.
Nervous.
Like, you don't eat beef.
It reminds me of a knockoff like SpaghettiOs.
That smells like SpaghettiOs.
I mean, you've eaten way more MREs than I have. How does this compare?
This is not a bad one, actually. The gum can bring it up to a 7.
You think so?
Yeah.
This gum?
This gum, you keep this. This is going to be the last thing you have, and you're going to chew on it all day. If this is good, that's an extra.
What that means is that we're starting off very solid. It's going to be 7 stars out of 10. Next up, we've made it to Kazakhstan. A significant jump in military size. We've reached 110,000 soldiers with the Kazakh army. I've never tried or even heard of any dishes from Kazakhstan, so I'm excited. Now inside here as a main dish, we have a Kazakhstan beef stew called kurdak. There's apparently also something called zucchini caviar in here, so I'm going to show you guys a homemade version of each. This is kurdak, a hearty stew made with lamb, beef, or even sometimes horse meat, paired with zucchini caviar, which was also listed on the MRE. It appears to be a beautiful looking spiced zucchini spread. Let's see how the MRE compares. Whoa, this looks completely different than the first MRE. Looks like it's mostly canned food supplemented with some little snacks on the side. Time to eat. All right, we've made it to our second country. Jeff, have you ever been to Kazakhstan before?
I have been to Kazakhstan. Uzbekistan, and if I tell you more...
Like, can you tell us just one top secret thing? I just want to hear one.
He said one top secret thing? Okay, I will tell you...
One top secret thing that's a true thing.
Either way, we have our control Kazakh food. First one here is called zucchini caviar. Does not look like any caviar I'm used to seeing. How's Bolson? Isn't that very flavorful?
Why do it remind me of pimentos?
Let's move on over to the stew.
Finally, some beef.
It doesn't have a flavor?
Use some salt.
Now that we have something to compare it to, let's move on over to our Kazakh MRE. It's not looking good. So let's just start with some of the packaged stuff.
You take that.
It's like some sort of jam. Oh. I couldn't even fight through it. Is that really what they're feeding in the Kazakhstan?
I feel sorry for him.
Let's move on to our zucchini caviar. Kind of just looks like baby food.
Aftertaste. Oh my.
What are they doing over there in Kazakhstan? coup d'etat, the aftertaste going on. It
won't go away.
won't go away. Oh no, what is that? Dude, what?
You go ahead and try it.
I want to try.
You gotta try.
I want to. Oh. I don't think it can get even one star.
Everything sucks.
Everything's. I need to throw up, I think. Kazakhstan is going to get 0 stars today.
That's just nasty. I gotta bite something
Get
else.
that man some jerky or something. We've made it to our 3rd largest military, Italy. Not the biggest military size, but consistently ranked as the #1 global cuisine, so hopes are high. And this MRE is an absolute beast. This one has several meals in it. It is just super heavy. This one includes a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And our main dish today are beef medallions over a classic Italian salad. So before we crack into this, let's check out our homemade version. This is a beautiful medallion of tenderloin cooked to medium rare with a classic insalate di riso. After that experience with Kazakhstan, I'm honestly feeling worried about how the actual MRE will compare. Oof, looks like we hit the freaking jackpot with this one. I think this is a little miniature portable stove. This is sick. We got some toothbrushes. You already know I'm going to be brushing my teeth with Chef Brush. Looks like this is fuel. Got a little cracker of sorts. And finally, our insalata di riso and those delicious beef medallions. It's pretty insane how different this MRE is compared to the previous. Let's see if I can get this stove to work. Lighting the fuel with the included matches. Now we'll just place our meat medallions and insalata di riso right on top. While they heat, looks like we also have a power bar, some pills, and what appears to be some sort of alcoholic beverage. All right, Chef, we have made it to Italy. We'll start over here on the control. We have some beef medallions, very premium beef medallions, some tenderloin. Won't have the deep dish. Nice and salted, very tender. I have a very hard time believing an MRE is going to taste nearly as good as that.
Not at all.
Let's taste the insalata di riso. Standard but with rice. And I just want to keep eating this right now. This, I believe, is an alcoholic drink. Have you ever seen an MRE that has alcohol in it?
Never.
Are you allowed to drink?
No.
Really?
Not at all.
Apparently, that's not the case for Italy. It's all
4%.
40%.
Oh, 40%. 40%.
Maybe we'll save this for last.
Yeah.
I'm more of a biscuit. He's more of a power bar.
I picked the right choice.
It smells like a doctor's office.
I don't smell power.
How is it?
It doesn't matter. Mine still tastes better than yours. What are you talking?
I have to give this a try. It's kind of a fun texture. It's nice and chewy. I'll be honest, not a very strong start here for Italy. You already know I'm going for those beef medallions. Oh my god. Have you seen anything like this in an MRE
No,
before?
never.
It's gotta be better than mine.
That looks like smoked soup.
Oh god, why? Was the meat jello on top necessary? What is it? A piece of salami covered in jello? Do I need to eat this, Chef?
You have to.
I do?
You do. Yeah, eat it. Eat it.
Are you sure? Oh, jello, 0 out of 10. Actual salami is like a 4 out of 10.
This salad is like, it's mushy, grainy. What better than that? I thought Italy would be on the top.
Maybe this will change our minds.
That's what it's for.
That's what it's missing. It's because everything tastes terrible and it requires
this.
a little shot towards the end. This is the worst tasting drink I've ever had in my life. You see the hairs?
Here's
Just touch it to your tongue. It's like poison.
It is horrific. And like, I don't know.
Like immediate gasoline.
Gasoline. I was going with a 2.
It's gonna be 2 stars. Luckily, they do give us a toothbrush.
The best tasting thing in the package.
True. For our 4th largest military, we've made it to Germany. We've increased to nearly 180,000 troops with the German army, and what appears to be a very substantially sized MRE. The main dish in this MRE is an iconic dish known as German meatballs and sauce, or Königsberger Klopse. So that's exactly what I've made for the control. Often served on special occasions, it has this mouth-watering looking creamy sauce. Something tells me our meatballs won't be looking half as good coming out of this MRE, but either way, all sorts of stuff in here. Looks like we got some sweet as well as salty biscuits. Can't go wrong with a little chocolate. peach jam, as well as sugar-free chewing gum. We have a vanilla cake, some tuna, and I believe this is like pork pate, and of course, the meatballs. We've let our meatballs cook for about 10 minutes. Time to plate. Ooh, kind of smells like it has a kick to it. Not bad. Okay, these meatballs aren't quite as appetizing looking as the Control, though I don't think I've ever truly had a bad tasting meatball in my life. Let's see if that changes. Wait a second. Why is that red then? Is there a chance this is like a medium rare meatball? Kind of hope not, given how long this has been sitting in a vat for. We've made it to Germany. It's time for meatballs. You ever been to Germany?
I've actually competed in Germany at Expedite,
Really?
the Olympics, 3 years every 3 years.
What has this man not done? We'll start with the Control. This is a very specific German meatball dish. Guten Appetit.
It's protein. I'm okay with that. It's nice and juicy and not chewy at all.
Definitely has a creamy component, which I like. I like the chef said, it's protein. That was the Control. Do you have any idea why it would appear to be a medium rare meatball?
In MREs, you would need a lot of concentration, which is going to be nitrate, sodium, to keep them fresh. Well, for a long time. Just to preserve it from that part of it.
We have a little vanilla cake.
Sweet biscuit.
Yeah, sweet
And a salty biscuit.
Are you a sweet guy or a salty guy?
I'm a sweet, salty guy.
I like that. This cake actually looks super fresh and moist. Check this thing out.
I have some biscuits, some crackers. These are the sweet ones. Not bad.
Really? That's just fire. Very, very moist. Oh my god. That does not look good at all. What is this, like Spam?
That does not look good.
Ooh, that's what we call mystery. Oh god. Oh my lord. Look at the indentation on the tuna.
I'll do it to you. You eat. Why do I smell like a tomato type of base? This is not tuna.
It's like dog food. They really make you eat stuff like that?
Do all the time. But when you're in the field and you have nothing to eat, you're desperate. But maybe a week, 2 weeks, it's right here. You just like have to chew it up.
Okay, time for what we actually came here for. The meatballs. Very fishy.
Very.
It is edible.
Barely.
So there's some chocolate. Hopefully this will wash out all those flavors. Does not look fresh.
Very ashy.
This is a meal. Saucy chicken roma. Stacked spicy steak for just $7.99 each. Let's Asiago. Asiago bagel stacks are back. It just smells good at Panera.
What do you think about T-Mobile home internet only being $35 a month?
You need to take your mind off of this. Come check out my new man cave.
T-Mobile's got home internet, just $35 a month and guaranteed for 5 years.
The flow changes every day. That's why Tampax has 5 absorbencies to match. What's your combo?
Bundle home and auto, and you're protected 365, 724.
24/7, 365.
Tomatoes, man.
It just doesn't taste like chocolate.
Does not.
I did not think that was very good. I feel like it should be like a 5.
No. This right here is a solid 7. Compared to the ones I've had in the past, this is gourmet.
Okay, can we meet it at a 6?
I'm okay.
Next up, we've made it to Poland. We've reached the Poland army at 216,000 soldiers strong. I'm very excited to see that the main dish in this MRE includes kielbasa, one of my all-time favorite types of sausage. For our Control, we have a simple sauteed kielbasa with peppers and onions over rice. If the MRE looks anything like this, then we should be in good shape. It's time we see what's going on inside this MRE. Something about this one just looks very modern. We have some electrolytes, what appears to be dried fruit, canned meat and crackers, a cereal bar, and of course our main dish, which I believe is the kielbasa. Now to heat this one up, looks like we got this nifty contraption here. I believe I just removed the heating pad from this little packet. This here is what reacts with the water and allegedly gets super hot. Now I just gently break up the contents, kind of loosen it up. Heating pad in. Next our food goes in. We have a fill line right here, and I'll carefully add in the water. Not sure if I did this right, but now I fold it, I shut it. Wow, that's crazy. It's literally just somehow starting to boil with zero heat source. We'll get it bagged up and let it cook away. We have made it to Poland. They are very well known for their kielbasa. So for Control, that's be very happy if our MRE tastes like that.
I'd be very surprised.
I will say this one does look pretty interesting. A lot of variety here.
Very.
Let's start by cracking into this canned meat. It's giving me flashbacks. You want this one?
No.
Have you ever seen this before? It's like dried fruit. Actually, decent color. It looks like a real strawberry. Fire.
Ooh, by the way, a little sweetness here too. That crunch.
Mm-hmm. What do you got there? Some sort of like granola bar? Yeah, what's that? Oh, wait, what? Is that paper? Paper? Or is that edible paper? You're the MRE expert.
Not with paper.
It's like a fruit bar, but it tastes fresh and pretty good.
What paper?
I wouldn't choose to eat this type of bar.
In the field, you have no choice.
What's it like being in the field, by the way?
Lonely, rainy, dusty, hungry, stinky, dirty, tired, hot, wet, sweaty, cold, hungry.
What I can genuinely say is I appreciate that there are people like you who do that sort of stuff for us.
I appreciate the veterans.
Let's crack into the crackers.
Oh, what is going on with this?
I was having such high hopes. Man, that is not looking pretty. It smells like a combination of tuna, pork, chicken, and beef. I feel like he's getting more and more angry at me.
Next is the only person out there.
We have beautiful Japanese curries, yakitori over rice. Itadakimasu.
It's in the big life.
I think Japanese curry might be my favorite type of curry.
Delicious.
Yakitori. Nice sharp flavor. It's going to be very hard for me to achieve that in MRE. Let's move over to our Japanese MRE. I feel like we should start with the yakitori.
Butter cat. Yo, it's the cat with the butter cat. Yo, it's the cat with the butter cat. Yo, it's the cat with the butter cat.
Curry here. Looks like some good sticky rice. Oh, that.
It's like tuna.
Putting it right in my
Butter cat.
There was a highlight to the rice. This is easily the best rice of the day. It's like very nice, sticky rice. I thought that because there were so few items, nothing about that was good.
Besides rice.
This is a culinary.
Do that. I'm going to have a great time.
The most amazing sushi in the world.
No.
Except for this.
You might meet some new people.
No.
And even make some new
High hopes for the food on this one because we've made it to France. Another major hub for great food, refined cooking techniques, and high-quality ingredients. I have to say.
No.
The entree in this MRE is rougale sauces. The control here is the first time I've ever made or even heard of this dish, but it smells incredible with fragrant sauce. Now let's see how the MRE compares. Jeez. Now we appear to have hit the freaking jackpot with France. We got what looks like every type of candy bar you could ever want. Some tuna and crackers, some chocolate chip oatmeal, a whole selection of tea and coffee, some soup, electrolytes, and this little fruit smoothie. For our more substantial food, we have our salade.